Hello there, I'm Yvonne DeCellis coming to you on Why Energy. I'm just here to do a couple of quick energy healing exercises. I shouldn't say a couple, there's more than two, possibly three. I just want to show you a few things you can do to help yourself if you're feeling depressed. This is the time of year to not be feeling too happy. I know that it's really kind of depressing, especially when it gets so dark so early. If I'm not mistaken, it's like pitch black by 7 p.m. now. So it's really kind of hard when the sun disappears for so long. It's so far away from us now. So I just want to show you a couple exercises you can do to try to make yourself feel better. First one I've done before several times. I learned this one from Donna Eaton. She said, I don't believe this exercise has a name, but I think she says this is very good for trauma or overwhelm. It's also good for grief. It starts off with you cupping your head with your hands. You can actually hold onto your head, or you can just leave them close. So it's one of those woe is me type things, which we have a tendency to do when we're feeling down about something. This taps into something called the penetrative flow, which means, and I should probably mention this as a precaution, I have had people tell me that when they do this, it makes them start crying, and they don't know why, and it's probably because of what you're tapping into when you do this. You're tapping into something, again, called the penetrative flow, which means you're tapping into something that might be buried very deep. So if it makes you cry, you don't have to do it for very long. I'm hoping that it doesn't, but it's possible that you might need to let yourself cry just for a moment, because maybe you need to let that emotion out. So just keep your head cupped just for a moment. Take a breath. And as you breathe out, put your middle fingers at the bridge of your nose where it meets with your head. Push in kind of hard. Breathe out and drag your hands up your forehead until you get to your hairline. And this is a good place to just leave your fingers for a moment right at the hairline. And then just bring your hands together at the center of your forehead. Press in and pull apart. This is also part of an exercise called a crown pull, which we're not doing fully. You're just pulling apart to your temples. You can rub here if your head hurts. That can feel better. And then just drag your hands down and put them in front of your heart chakra. I should have probably moved my crystal out of harm's way. But you want to just leave your hands crisscrossed on your heart chakra. And if you want, you can end the exercise here. Or drag your hands up to your torso, right before your shoulders, right where your neck meets with your torso. And then just slide down the shoulders. And here you can do this up and down thing. I actually go all the way across my arms, and then I go all the way up and behind the ears. The reason I like to do this is because I can feel a temperature shift when I do this. It feels kind of good to me. This is the triple warmer. Well, on the triple warmer. We're not actually doing a triple warmer trace, but we are rubbing the triple warmer. And you might feel a temperature shift or a pressure shift when you do this. So that's something you might want to try. You might like that. You can do this as many times as you want, or you can go down your arms and just give yourself squeezes as you go down. Go to your elbows, slide your hands together, go into prayer position, and that's pretty much the entire exercise. So when you're ready, just rub your hands together, shake them off. That shakes out any negative energy that you may have unwittingly picked up. This next one is called the Celtic Weave, and I'm going to try to move so you can see this whole thing. This is just a fun one to do, and it feels good, so I'm really hoping you can see me okay. You want to start with your hands within your energy field, which is about 2 to 3 inches away from your body, so keep them close. And then weave your elbows together, and then flail the arms together, go out. You can shake your hands, do jazz hands if you want. Weave back together, bend a little bit, do little jazz hands if you want, back together. This time you're going to bend further when you go out, bend all the way down, and then move your hands. You want to twist so that the palms of your hands are facing up. Swing your hands out or arms out, and then you can jazz hand down. So that, once again, was called the Celtic Weave. Actually, I'm going to remain standing to show you this next one because I want you to see it fully. Actually, I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit. Sorry about that. You start off at the pubic bone, hands together this way at the pubic bone, and my cable is actually in the way, my microphone cable. But you want to just drag up, all the way up, and you bring your arms out and down. And the breathing when you're doing this, best breathing is as you go up, you want to breathe in and then out on the way down. And a slightly abbreviated version of this exercise, I'm going to actually sit down. You can do all of this stuff seated, by the way. I'm just standing for the purposes of filming. But you can also start seated with your hands again down at the pubic bone, but this is a slightly, like I said, abbreviated version. This is a way of bringing your energy up and giving yourself a little pick-me-up. Bring them up over your pecs, and then just slide down, and you're just basically tracing a heart with your hands. So again, you're going to the pubic bone, trace up and over the pecs, and then just slide down and around to a point and come back around. And this is another one. You can do this one as many times as you want. You should feel the shift when you're doing this, particularly on the up part of the move. So that's another one you can do. I really do hope those exercises help you. I know it's really hard to be happy right now. And also with all the problems we're having with COVID and everything else that's going on in the news, watching the news, in my opinion, can be more depressing than anything else right now. I've actually been avoiding it. But please know if you're depressed, you are not alone. Please feel free to use that comments board for whatever you want to say. I will get back to you. I don't want to waste any more of your time because I know it's very valuable. Please leave me a message down below. If you need help with anything, please know you're not alone. A lot of people are feeling very, very down right now, which is why I wanted to do this healing video for you, and I do hope it helps you. I will be back soon, but once again, please leave a comment down below. If you're feeling down, if you need help, anything, just leave a message down below and someone will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you as always so much for your time. I will be back soon. Thank you once again. And oh, actually, just so you know, what I'm going to probably do on my next video is I'm going to probably talk about using a spoon to help with pain. I've seen people use spoons to open the foot chakras and the hand chakras up, and that is a good thing for it, but I've also found that it really helps with pain, particularly, just so you know, pains in the lower back. I find that taking up a spoon, a stainless steel spoon, and using the curved portion of the spoon and making figure eights over spots that hurt can be extremely helpful. So that's going to be my next video. But all that said, once again, thank you so much for your time. Namaste.